We are almost there. Just 1 week of reflections left. It's Palm Sunday, the 6th Sunday in Lent. How do you reflect on this reading in 5 minutes? Well, to start with, we have 2 options for the Palm Sunday Gospel, a longer version and a shorter version. And I'm going to reflect on the shorter version, not just because it's easier, but in case that's the version that you heard at Mass today. I don't want to reflect on something that you didn't experience in the liturgy. It's something from today's passage that really calls out to me. And this is the fact that without the Spirit of God, we can fail to see what is right in front of us for what it really is. We can fail to see people for who they are. Who in today's reading misunderstood what was in front of them? The elders of the Jews don't understand who Jesus is, that he's actually their Messiah. Pilate asks Jesus, "Are you the king of the Jews?" And when Jesus replies, "You say that I am," Pilate releases him. The climax of the misunderstanding is when the crowds call out for Barabbas to be released to them instead of Jesus. Why is this the climax? Because the name Barabbas literally means son of the Father. Think about the irony. They are calling for the actual Son of God the Father, Jesus, to be crucified, while a criminal and murderer, they're named Son of the Father, they're calling out for, showing that they basically can only see what's on the surface. The crowd who followed Jesus, they cry as if this is a tragedy primarily for Jesus, when really it's a tragedy for all them. Why is it a tragedy for them and their children? Because it is sin that is doing this to him, right? It is sin that is putting him on the cross. Now, 2 people in today's story actually get it. One is one of the criminals crucified on either side of Jesus. As a side note, no matter what anybody tells you, these are not thieves. There is no good thief and no bad thief. And how do we know that? Because the Romans did not crucify thieves. Crucifixion was a political execution, and it was saved for the worst of the worst. It was saved essentially for revolutionaries. So these are not thieves, they're revolutionaries. The second person who understands Jesus is the centurion who witnesses the miracles that happen at Christ's death, and especially witnesses Christ calling out, "Father, into your hands I commend my spirit." Now, why is that a miracle? Because when someone is crucified, they die of suffocation. After a long time of hanging on the cross, they become too weak to lift up their own chest and retract their own diaphragm in order to breathe, and so they suffocate. The fact that Jesus cries out with a loud voice right before he dies is a miracle and shows the centurion that there was something really special about this guy. Now, in a way, these people deserve less blame than we do, because we have received the Spirit of God in baptism, probably in confirmation. The Spirit of God given to us because of his sacrifice on the cross and his resurrection. And so my challenge for you today is to ask God to show you what you don't see that's right in front of you. Is it a difficulty that you're going through that you're having trouble abandoning to God? Is it an opportunity that didn't come your way? Is it a broken relationship? Is it something that it's really hard to see God's hand there right now? Maybe it's a person that you feel like is your enemy right now, and maybe they actually have something really valuable to teach you. There are many of these things for me, many of these things in my life, disappointments that I have not seen as the opportunities to help me grow, as the challenges that make me stronger. So I'm going to reflect on that today. God bless you, and I will see you during the last week of Lent.